Good morning student. I Purnima is going to discuss today question answer of If I Were You. This lesson we have already discussed in our video classes student, but once again I would like to give you some introduction about this lesson. So first of all, I would like to welcome you all in my class, and then I would like to tell you that who has written this lesson. So this lesson is written by Douglas James. This lesson is written by Douglas James. Now, this is a drama packed with suspense and thrill. So this is a wonderful drama which is packed with suspense and thrill. An intruder trespasses into the cottage of Gerard. So an intruder is there who trespasses into the cottage of Gerard. Gerard first does not understand the real motive of the intruder, but when it dawns on him, he turns the table. On knowing the modus operandi of the intruder to hoodwink the law by impersonating as Gerard after killing him. So children, an intruder is there who trespass in the property of Gerard, and his intention was to kill Gerard and leave by giving his own name to him by impersonating as Gerard after killing him. Gerard cooks a story that he has also killed someone and the police is also after his life. Then he tells him that he has got a man posted on the main road to phone him if he see the police. Just then the bell rang and the intruder is led to believe that it is the call from police. Under the pretext of protecting the intruder, Gerard locks him in a cupboard. So finally he is locked in a cupboard. Here Gerard has shown his presence of mind. In fact, children, the theme of the lesson is we should show our presence of mind every time. We should not lose hope. We should not feel afraid in the dangerous situation. Now, so in short, we can say there was an intruder with a pistol. The playwright Gerard lives alone in a lonely cottage. One day, an intruder suddenly enters in the cottage. He has pistol in his hand. He wants to kill Gerard. Gerard is busy in phone. He looks back at one, but he does not get nervous. The main purpose of killing Gerard is that he takes after the intruder, who is the criminal. He has already killed a policeman. His job is to steal jewelry. The police is looking out for him. He wants to adopt Gerard's identity to avoid police and live peacefully. During his talk with Gerard, he revealed his plan. Gerard now concocts a story to outwit the intruder. He tells him that he himself also has killed a person and the police is after him, dodging the intruder. If the intruder kills him, he will not be saved. He will be accused of double murder. As a proof, he shows his traveling bag. He tells the intruder that his companion is standing below on the road. As soon as the police arrive, he will inform Gerard, who will then at once escape. Gerard takes the intruder to the entrance door to show the man. When they reach near the cupboard, Gerard pushes the intruder into the cupboard and locks it from outside. Now Gerard goes to the phone and calls the police. Thus he outwits the intruder by his quick witness. So children, this was all the main points, and now I would like to tell you about the children. Very short answer type of the question. So, what is in the intruder hand? So, first of all, children, this type of question can be asked as a type of MCQ questions. You will be given a lot of options also. So, there is a revolver in his hand. Do you think that intruder is going to hurt Zerold? No, he will not hurt Zerold, but he may kill Zerold. What was the intruder's first question to Zerold? The intruder asked Zerold whether he lived there alone. Why do you think the intruder needed an answer to the question? The intruder needed an answer if Zerold lived alone because he wanted to kill Zerold, as he wanted to live himself in the name of Zerold. Where does Zerold keep his car? He kept his car in the garage. Which three things did the intruder find in Zerold? He found that Zerold lived alone with a car and he never saw tradespeople. How can you say that the intruder is beautiful? The intruder is beautiful when he said that he will kill Zerold and take his place. Why was the intruder a hunted rat? The intruder was a hunted rat. The intruder was a hunted rat because he had killed a cop. Cop means policeman, and the police were after his life. What did the intruder plan to do as Vincent charged Zerold? The intruder resembled Zerold. He wanted to kill him and live freely as Zerold. How did the intruder tell Zerold? The intruder told that he had killed someone and was wanted by the police. Describe the disguise outfit. It consisted a false mustache and long coat. What does Zerold do for a living? Zerold writes play and directs for the theatre. Who did Zerold say was coming to his cottage? Police was coming to arrest him. Where did Zerold push the intruder? Zerold pushed the intruder into a cupboard. What happened to the intruder's revolver? Zerold knocked the revolver out of his hand. How did he ensure that the intruder won't come out? He ensured that the intruder won't come out by locking the door. Who is the speaker? The speaker is the intruder. Who is being questioned here? Zerold is being questioned here. Explain. Put those paws up. It means to surrender and raise your hands up. I will make you crawl. Identify and you in this line. I stand for the intruder and you for Zerold. Why does the speaker speak such words? The speaker speaks such words to know certain facts from Zerold. What is the occasion? The intruder has broken into the house of Zerold. He has a revolver in his hand and wanted to know a few things from him. Do people come over here? Who is the speaker? The speaker is the intruder. Why is he putting the question? He is putting the question to know certain facts about Zerold. At which place the discussion is going on? The discussion is going on at the Zerold house. You won't be here long, so I did not trouble to ask. Who is the speaker and whom is he speaking to? The speaker is the intruder and he is speaking to Zerold. What meaning do you read in your won't be here long? The intruder means to say there he will kill him immediately. Now, so children, these were all Now, some of the question, children, which may come in your subjective paper is reference to context. We haven't done such a question answer for a long time, so we can do. Now, put those paws up. If I will write, put those paws up, this is the line, okay, and we have to frame question answer. So question number 1 is, who is the speaker? So here the speaker is the intruder. Who is being questioned here? Gerald is being questioned here. Explain, put those paws up. It means to surrender and raise your hands up. Now second is, I will make you crawl. This is the line, this is the reference, and we have to do the question answer. I will make you crawl. I stand for the intruder and you for Gerald. Why does the speaker speak such words? The speaker speaks such words to know certain facts from Gerald. What is the occasion? The intruder has broken into the house of Gerald. He has a revolver in his hand and wanted to know a few things from him. Do people often come over here? Who is the speaker? The speaker is the intruder. Why is he putting this question? He is putting this question to know certain facts about Gerald. At which place the discussion is going on? The discussion is going on at Gerald house. You won't be here long, as I did not trouble to ask who is the speaker and whom he is speaking to. The speaker is the intruder and he is speaking to Gerald. What meaning do you read in you won't be here long? The intruder means to say that he will kill him immediately. Why does the intruder want to kill the listener? The intruder wants to kill the listener to save himself from the police. Look me out here. This is the line, and the questions are, who is the speaker above? The speaker is the intruder above. Why was the speaker locked? The speaker was locked to get him arrested. So these were some of the important lines of the lesson. Okay. And now we are going to do short question and answer of 30 to 40 words. Why did he intruder think that Gerald was being smart? The intruder thought that Gerald was being smart because he was trying to know the particular of the intruder without disclosing or confirming his own. When, according to the intruder, would Gerald stop being smart? According to the intruder, Gerald would stop being smart when he learned his plan of killing him. He would be asking him to spare his life. He would come to his senses. Why did the intruder say they can't hang me twice? The intruder said they can't hang me twice because he had already committed a cop's murder, so he was wanted by police to punish him for this. Obviously, he could be hanged for that crime, so he could not be hanged twice. Now, what do you think about Gerald? Gerald had the presence of mind. He made up a story quickly when he was in trouble. He told the intruder that he was a crook like him. He had shot a man and the game was up for him. He also convinced the intruder that even if he killed Gerald, he would be hanged for Gerald's crime. He was able to push the intruder into the cupboard and had him arrested only because of his presence of mind. Who is Gerald? How does he feel when he looks back? The playwright Gerald, who lives alone in a lonely cottage. One day an intruder suddenly enters it. He has a pistol in his hand. He wants to kill Zerold. Zerold is busy with phone. He looks back at once, but he does not get nervous. Why does the intruder desire to kill Zerold? The main purpose of killing Zerold is that he wants to take after him, as the intruder is a criminal. He has already killed a policeman. His job is to steal jewelry. The police is looking out for him. He wants to adopt Zerold identity to avoid police and live peacefully. What story does Zerold concoct and why? How does Zerold convince the intruder Vincent that he too is a crook being wanted by the police? During his talk with Zerold, he revealed his plan. Zerold now concocts a story to outwit the intruder. He tells him that he himself also has killed a person and the police is after his life. If the intruders kill him, he will not be saved. He will be accused of double murder. How does Zerold outsmart the intruder? Zerold outsmart the intruder to the entrance door to show the men where they reach near the cupboard. Zerold pushes the intruder into the cupboard and locks it from outside. Now Zerold goes to the phone and calls the policeman. Then he outwits the intruder by his quick-wittedness. When, according to the intruder, would Zerold stop being smart? According to the intruder, Zerold would being smart. When he learned his plan to kill him, he would be asking him to spare his life. He would come to his sense. What crime had the intruder committed? When things went wrong in town, the intruder has committed the murder of a cop. Since the police was after him, he was running from pillar to post. When things went wrong, why did he send for the sergeant? He sent for the sergeant to deal with the intruder. The sergeant was supposed to be available at the police bar at that time. Why did Zerold show his traveling bag to the intruder? As a proof, he shows his traveling bag. He tells the intruder that his companion is standing below on the road. As soon as the police arrives, he will inform Zerold, who will then at once escape. How and when did the intruder come to know about Zerold? The police was chasing the intruder like a hunted rat. He dodged the police and came to Aylesbury to escape. There he saw Zerold in a car. There he overheard the people talking about Zerold. He found him to be a mysterious person. And now, children, few long question we will do. Okay. So, how did Zerold manage to outwit the intruder? Or we can also say this question, describe in about 120 words how Zerold is able to trap the intruder. So in this long question we have to write each and everything. Zerold told the intruder that his life was like that of intruder himself. He said that he was a gang leader and was wanted by the police. The police was hunting for him and his life was in great danger. He convinced the intruder and offered to help him out of the approach of the cop. The intruder agreed. They moved towards the door to reach the garage. Zerold was walking forward. The intruder was holding gun towards Zerold. Suddenly Zerold pushed him into the cupboard and knocked the revolver out of his hand. He locked him in the cupboard. In this way, Zerold outwitted the intruder by using his great presence of mind and courage. Justify the title, If I Were You. The play is totally based on the ideas of interpersonality. Once again, I repeat this word, impersonating. What is the meaning of impersonating? To give someone names to him. The author has created two characters quite similar in looks. One of them tries to avoid the police by taking on the other's identity after killing him, but the other one is cleverer. He presents his life, his circumstances, and his problem in such a way that the first person is convinced that that the other one is a greater criminal than him. The other one outwitted him. After that, the method the other one chosen is also of taking on others' identity, but he kept his identity intact. He exposed the condition of the first one successfully. It worked as both try to take on each other's identity. It becomes a case of double impersonation. Therefore, the title is accurate and justified. What idea of Zerold personality and character do you form? Zerold is a playwright. He lives alone in a lonely cottage of in Essex. Few people know about him. He is like a mystery man. He is highly cultured. When the intruder breaks into his cottage, he remains calm, cool, and pleasant. He has a sense of humor and makes many witty remarks which the intruder can neither understand nor appreciate. He does not lose balance of mind at the sight of a revolver. He maintains his balance and welcomes the intruder. He concocts a story to outwit the intruder. He is able to keep the intruder talking and learn much about him. He is intelligent enough to make up a story to frustrate the intruder plan and turn table on him. He takes him to the garage and asks to look out if the police is there. As the intruder looks out, Zerold pushes him into a cupboard, locks him, and calls the police to arrest him. Zerold is smarter man than the intruder. So, children, these are some of the question answer. And number one, why did the intruder breaks into Zerold cottage? The intruder had killed a policeman. He was chased by the police like a hunter rat. One day he saw Zerold, who looks like him. He also heard that he lived a lonely life and hardly anybody knew about him. He studied his expression, movements, and style. The intruder broke into Zerold's lonely cottage. He wanted to kill him and live as Zerold to avoid being arrested. He wanted to take his identity and dodge the police, but Zerold told him that he too was a murderer and the police was expected soon. The intruder was convinced and agreed to escape with Zerold, but Zerold cleverly trapped him in a cupboard and handed him to the police. So, children, these were the long question, and now, children, some questions are there. Now, trace the character of a Zerold in the light of his interaction with the intruder of the play. This again is the same type. Zerold is the hero of the play. If I were you, he acts in an intelligent way. He is cold and does not fear in presence of a criminal. Uses his presence of mind during the talks. He learns of the intention of the intruder. So Zerold concocts a story to keep the intruder busy and able to outwit him. Zerold's sense of humor also helped him. He outsmarts the intruder and traps in his own net. Zerold tells the intruder that he is also criminal and he plans to leave one place in disguise. The intruder wishes to see his disguise clothes. Zerold was waiting for this. When the intruder opens the cupboard to have a look inside, Zerold pushes him inside and locks him up there. He calls the police and gets him arrested. Okay, so children, these were some of the important question answer, and generally, children, the theme and what is the message of the story here. The message of the story is that we should never feel scared in such a critical condition or a dangerous situation. We should use our presence of mind to deal with such a situation, and we can give the example if it come in the examination, that how he has dodged, how Zerold has dodged the intruder, and finally he was children pushed into the cupboard. So he never even showed that he is having fear and telling him a lie. Okay. So with this I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.